Can you hear me? Is this working? Oh, hello, hello, hello. Okay, can you hear me? I'm just not quite sure on this. I am seeing one is my computer screen for the streaming options, and two is YouTube. So I'm not sure which one I'm should be looking at. So how you all doing? Oh, well, it seems to be working. Is it working? Hello, can you hear me? Is it working? Okay, I presume Mrs. Coffee, you're chugging along. Fantastic. Bear with me, my apologies if we go turn my volume down on my phone. Oh good, good, good. You guys haven't seen this dude. I think I actually briefly showed him in Stephanie's Wolf Packs. I think I put it on her Facebook. I have had no end of trouble trying to record this. The unboxing and the kit setup didn't work. So who have we got here? We've got Crafting with Mrs. Crochet and Coffee, Rachel Ray, Laura Boyden, who else? You sleep when you're dead, Rachel, right? I'm just going back over some of these. Who else have I got? Marissa's here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Tracy, welcome. Thank you for joining me. So I suppose this is the first time I think I've had Rachel Ray in a live, Crafting with Mrs. Crochet and Coffee. Mrs. C, I haven't had you in my live before. Not that I've done many, but you know, this is actually a perfect time for you guys to actually hit me up with questions. If you have any, you want any answered. Yeah, I love it. I love my cats. This is why I struggle to find any good pictures, any pictures that I like, is because I love my cats. You know, I love my life. The ones that I take, pictures I take myself, but I love the cats, the big cats. You were into, oh sorry Mrs. Did I miss you, or were you very quiet? Because I can't actually recall mine. I'm not that, not that I do much in the way of the lives anyway. Yeah, Rachel Ray, you were in the last live. I can recall you coming in. You were at work. I think that's where the lint started, where I keep talking to you about lint. Yeah. Yep. At least it was that lint, not belly button lint. You know, because that's, as soon as you mention lint, I automatically think about belly button lint. I don't know why, but yeah. Hi. So, any questions have you guys got for me that I could share with you that you might want to know about me? Because I haven't got any tag questions up, and this was a spur of the moment of, oh well, I can't watch Crafting with Kristi. She's not there. It's like, oh well, I'm not jumping on anybody else's toes by jumping in. Right. Exciting job there, Laura. Are you talking about the job of this, or you've heard about my real life job? Bugger it, tweezers. Rachel's thinking hard by the sound of that, by the look of that, not sound. I was in a live for when you talked about your trip to Africa and you saw the lions in the tree and you just had to be quiet. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Okay. That was with the leopards. That one leopard, which is now that custom that I've got. No, Rachel's job. Okay, white sock glint. Just kidding. Oh, your trip to Egypt, that was so fun. Yeah, I've got itchy feet again to go overseas. I'm looking into it, but my partner's telling me that I can't. Not that he's saying that I can't go. He's telling me we've got a big trip in 2020, so I need to save my money. You called a line. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we're actually 2020, we've got a massive camping trip. We're looking about 6 weeks away. And I'm buffering on my phone but not on my computer. So if you guys still got me. Rachel Ray, if I could go anywhere, where would I go next? Antarctica. I have been looking at cruises for quite a while. So we all good still? Penguins, yes, penguins. I've been researching into a cruise to Antarctica. Hi Ozzy, how you doing? But that's, for me to go solo, it's about a $10,000 trip. So that's a lot of saving, and that's probably about 5 tax checks to get enough to do that trip. Because I've got to do it solo, or I don't have to, but yeah. Mrs. Coffee loves snow. She could tag along. Yeah, she could tag along. How much do you love snow, Mrs. Coffee? I still haven't seen. I actually haven't been where snow is falling yet. Hanging for the day I see that. It's really funny. I'm looking up. I can see. I've got 3 screens basically. The one screen showing where I'm streaming from. I've got the YouTube one up, which is throwing me out of whack, and then I've got the YouTube one up on my phone so I can see a chat directly in front of me, and it's that one that's buffering on me. No, Rachel Ray, never seen it fall. Never. I've been Mrs. Coffee, I've been assaulted by snow for the last 4 months. I'm good. No, thank you. I hate it. So Antarctica, you go to Antarctica December and January, which is, you know, for me to do it, I've got to desert my family for Christmas, which sometimes is pretty good, but not at Christmas time. And I mean, I've been looking at different cruise lines. One of the cruise line is like 25,000 per person, which is way out of my league, but 10 grand is about the minimum that I can find. Hey Cindy, hey Peppers.
You were saying.
Oh bloody Siri. I just had Siri come up and it came up thinking I said something else. Yeah, Rachel Ray would be a trip of a lifetime. Yeah, so the one that I've looked at goes from Santiago, Chile to all the way down to Ushuaia, and then up and around to Brazil. So it's all the way around, and up. Okay. Peppers Tea, hello. Who else have I missed? Anyone else that's come in? Jen's diamond paintings and more. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining, Jen. And Cindy's traveling crafts. Okay. Bye, Rachel Ray. Enjoy the replay. I don't know how long I'll go for. I don't know what time it is for everybody else. It's just nearly 11:15 here. In the morning. Nearly lunchtime. Get some sleep, woman. Oh, you'd still be celebrating St. Paddy's Day. Geez, definitely get some sleep. You've been told, Rachel Ray, to go to bed by multiple people. Marissa, what is sleep? Sleep is something you do when you can't diamond paint. Isn't that right? If you can't diamond paint, you sleep. You don't diamond paint because you can't sleep. You sleep because you can't diamond paint. Let's fill in the gaps. Oops. I know you guys, with you guys in the US, when you do your lives, some of the times are just like, I'm staying up to watch some of it, to join you for a little while. Most of the time though, it's like, no, I've got to go to bed, I can't stay up any longer. Unless of course I'm on night shift. And then I drop in while I'm on my breaks. So yeah, I know Rachel Ray asked, you know, some of the places I'd like to go. One is Antarctica. I was supposed to do a trip from Vancouver to Japan, a cruise from going up Alaska and across Russia and Japan. So, oh, far out. You know what I've just done? Yep, special little Vegemite that I am. Too busy yakking. I knew I didn't have that colour there. At least it's only one colour. I've only just started on it. That one went flying. I knew there wasn't any hearts there. Bugger. Hey Abra, how you doing? Yeah, Cindy, yeah. Jen, yeah, that would be a really good cruise. Canned it because both my dad and my stepfather were not doing too good. My stepfather is 94, so he's doing really well for his age, but he's slowing right down. We're not sure how much longer he's gonna hang on for. And then my dad is also sick, so yet again another one where we get there and it's like, oh, he's not doing well, and then he perks up again. So yeah. Jen going, hi Abra. Okay. Cindy, yeah, I've been on 2 cruises so far. I think love it, love it. You sleep while you go into your next destination and you only unpack once. There's nothing like it. And somebody brings you breakfast in the morning, you don't have to leave your room for breakfast. So yeah, that's another one that I looked at. There is a reverse trip doing the reverse from Japan to Vancouver, Seattle, but that's too close. I can't do that one. And then again, I want to go back to the southern parts of Africa and go to Botswana. So I love traveling. I love traveling solo, but yeah, the other half just is starting to get getting a bit I don't know. He's just thinking that I need all my money for this one trip we're doing in 2020, and he thinks I take too many holidays. Right. That's it for the 310s. You went on Carnival both times, Cindy. I haven't been on Carnival. I went on Star Cruises, which was Gemini. That was only a small ship, only 600 passengers, which was really good. That went from Singapore to Hong Kong. Hey Shania, how you doing? I hope I pronounced that right, Shania. So yeah, Singapore to Hong Kong on a ship with 600 people, 600 passengers, and apparently 80% of the passengers were from Perth, which is where I'm from. So it was really funny. Ah, good, I got it right. Good, good. Okay. Miss Coffee, this DP is big enough for you to jump in. I'm just saying, Marissa, it's from Costa Rica. Cool. Cool. Right. But yeah, I mean, I've done, oh, the other one I went on was Norwegian Cruise Line. And that was from Copenhagen, so Denmark, up Norway, Bergen, Ellesund, across to Shetland Islands, Iceland. I have a tendency to go, I'm starting to find that I prefer the cooler climates. But yeah. Hey, what's this? Did you gas up the car, Mrs. Coffee? Yeah, Marissa, you can't diamond paint if you can't sit still, Mrs. Coffee. So Laura reckons it's really pretty. True, thanks. Okay. So any other questions that for me that, you know, stuff you might be wanting to know? Putting junk in the truck of the trunk of the car now. Where are you going? What are you throwing out? Hey Cindy B.
My dad says perhaps you bet one of these. Sand in the car.
What's your by far your favourite trip you've been on? Gosh, everything's the the thing is, it all depends on what I saw. So South Africa was absolutely amazing for the animals, absolutely amazing. But then I already want to go. I want to go back to see that kind of thing. But I also I want to go back to Iceland. I want to go further up Norway. So I'm not quite sure what would I call my favourite. I will say that when I did Singapore to Hong Kong, I wouldn't do that again. Just too hot and sticky for me. The humidity nearly killed me. So that's one thing that I wouldn't go back and do. So it's like I can say where I wouldn't go. You know, like I went to Egypt, I wouldn't go back to Egypt. There's not much more to see at Egypt, in my opinion, whereas other places I've been to, you know, I want to go back and see more. What are we doing? I was hoping for your... Cindy, is that you catching up on me saying how much it's going to cost for me to do another cruise? Well, the one to Antarctica anyway. Yeah, I suppose that I think the next one that I'll do is actually back in South Africa though. Starting in South Africa, going Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe. And that's about 24-day trip. Not in any form of luxury. That's maximum of 12 people. You're in a 4-wheel drive bus type thing. Sleeping in 3-man dome tents and getting involved in the cooking and setting up and cleaning up and packing up. So it's a very full-on, hands-on trip that I want to do. There is one fortunate thing whereby at the midway mark you can get people to join. Marissa, I won't do a cruise. I've watched Titanic too many times. If I remember that painting correctly, Crafting with Coffee, you're putting junk in the trunk means you're getting pretty close to the home stretch, yes? Is that what it meant? Okay. Where are we at now? I'm still on the 8s. I'm hanging for these colours here, the blues. Absolutely hanging to get on and do the blues. Okay. Yeah, so if I do the big one to South Africa, Botswana, etc., I know my partner wants to go, so there is a halfway point where he could possibly join me, because he won't do, he's turned around and said 24 days is too long. So yeah, we're going to do a big 6-week trip in WA, Western Australia. But yeah, that's too long for him to take time off that long in that situation. Okay, another colour. Don't tell me what happens. I haven't watched the movie yet. Oh, that's funny. Do you like the size of the labels on these? You can't mistake them, can you? I managed to beef those up big time. It's good. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'd like to do. I suppose it'd be the next one. Botswana's got some beautiful wetlands. You get on dugout canoes. I just got a notification that I'm live. I need to turn my notifications off. Sorry guys. Someone's just seen my post, my latest upload. Has anybody seen it yet? Don't go and watch it. Stick to the live. Go and watch it later. Cindy B. You've watched it, but at your age you can't remember how it ends. I could be really cheeky there, Cindy B, and say, weren't you on it? Night, Marissa. Thanks for dropping in. It's good to have you visit. But then you watch it over and over and always be surprised at the ending. That's cool. Cool. I don't know. I watch movies over and over, and I suppose sometimes I get surprised that I miss something in the movie, but yeah. Rightio. So, I've started doing the my video logs, and oh my god, it's funny. My first video log, and I actually did talk about it in the log, was really funny. I was sitting right here recording, and my other half's in the very front room of the house, and he belched. So keep an ear out for my when my vlog comes out, and you'll hear him. And so, like, I won't do any recordings when he's at home, because he makes some interesting noises. But yeah. Hey, Quiet Inspiration, thank you. It is stunning. It's an ever moment. 50 by 70, so it's a big one. And it is stunning. Okay. Is that the right colour? I'm just questioning, what do you mean, is that the right colour? So what? Don't make me question what I'm doing. I've already had to pull colours off already. I hope that was what you mean, because I put some colours on the first ones in the wrong spot. Can you actually see where I'm at? No, I'm just trying to reposition this a bit better. It's so big because I work from the top down. Oh no, 310s are done. 310s done. I'm on my third colour. I'm on the 823s now. So I've done the 310s, I've done the 939, and now on the 823. Yep. So I've done the 310s. Done the 939, now the 823. Yeah. Yeah, there's a bit more than 10, 20 or 30 drills that we see on on some other people, which is really funny. Yeah, they are. I mean, I'm finding the 939s, the quality of the 939s on some of the companies is actually starting to get horrible. Like the 310s, they're starting to use 939 more, and so the quality of the 939s seem to be going down, in my opinion. But yeah. I'd rather have somebody check and ask, because, you know, I've already started putting stuff down in the wrong spot. It's all good. I suppose I might. I'm just gonna. Oh no. Where is it? Just trying to do something. Sorry, guys. Just changing the zoom on this. tell me if that's better. You can actually see me picking up drills. Quiet inspiration. I think, hey, quiet inspiration, thank you for joining. I think I spent nearly the whole day jumping from one live stream to the next. I've been asleep, so I hopped into, gone off my meds. I jumped into Diggy, hers, but otherwise I've been asleep. See, I sleep, but then you guys generally are awake when I'm sleeping, so. Ploughing through. It was a couple of weekends ago, more than a couple I think, we just had back-to-back lives. It was phenomenal, and I threw a live in there too. Time is, it's 11:30 on the 18th of March. So it's Monday morning. Most people here are, you know, at their Monday day jobs. I don't go back to work till Wednesday. Yeah, lunchtime now. Well, nearly lunchtime. Yeah. So what I was saying about yeah, going overseas. For Nate, my partner, he loves Africa and wants to go back. So it's one of the things where with me going, if I go back, I can't go back unless he does. So if I can try and do this big one for 24 days, there's a choice of two lengths, and then have him join me halfway through, I think that might help. I think he might do that. And that way I can do that trip. Okay. 4:33 a.m. Normally asleep but can't sleep. Shania, where are you at? Where are you? How many of you guys are in the wee hours of the morning? I've just realised it's probably how late or how early for you. Oh, the Netherlands, okay, yep. Yes, in the early hours. You guys would be starting to get light soon, getting more light now, wouldn't you? You're past your peak of winter. You watched Rachel, Caroline, gone off my meds, and now I'm here. It's approaching 1 a.m. here. Quite inspiring. Okay. So just after midnight. Jen, a late night yesterday. Right now, US Colorado 9:30. Well, see, 9:30. That's a respectable time to be watching lives. Yeah, I couldn't stay up for Rachel Ray's live. You guys put lives on and it's like, I gotta go to bed. It's not fair. Nova Scotia, Canada. US, North Dakota. Yeah, you're, Mrs. C, you're 13 hours behind me. So that's, I try and keep, if I keep an eye on where you are, it helps. Minnesota, Cindy B. How's everything here in the future? Pretty rosy at the moment. I'm diamond painting, so you know, it's what my future's got for me. Jen's diamond paintings, quite inspiration. You're in the same province as me. Cool. There we go, I've missed one there. Ah, it's that one there. We all hate it when you miss one, don't we? Get it in there. There we go. Okay, I am... Janice, thanks for joining, Janice. Well, it wasn't really scheduled that well. It was just Kristi wasn't going live. Her live was cancelled, and so I had nothing to watch. So I did it. Cindy's in Texas at 10:30, so you're on same time zone as Mrs. C. Quite inspiration. Shubin Arcady, I think. You're near Shubin Arcady, is that right? Did I massacre that, or was I all good? Cape Brereton. Time same as Mrs. Coffee's Cindy B's time-wise, yeah, okay. Yes, as they say, it's always beer o'clock somewhere in the world. Okay, I think that's all. Nope, one more of them. Right there. Tracy, you're ahead of me. I know that. 8:20. Starting to get into the blues now. Hey, Michelle. Late for another live. Late again for another live. No. You made it. You're never late. Nothing. You didn't miss much. So what have I done? So my baked cheesecake. I finally got it up there for you to see. Woohoo! That was fun to make, fun to eat. I recorded that on my tablet and I had issues with recording it, so I couldn't go back and rebake the cheesecake. So I had to modify, do a lot of editing on that one, which taught me a few things. I had to learn a few things very quickly, because normally most of my YouTube clips is I don't edit much. So yeah. Oh, there we go. I'm yawning and it's not even lunchtime. I've been sitting still too long. Can't really see those blues coming up yet, can you? Okay. Oh, you've already put up a baking video. I've been on live so much I didn't see it. Wait, we'll be checking it out. I've had... Hang on, here we go. What's my dashboard telling me? 9 people have looked at it and I've got a comment from it already, so there we go. It's up. I have a Thermomix, so when making cheesecakes, gosh, it makes it so easy to do them. Yep. I've started taking over more. I know it's my house, but it's really funny. I'm starting to take over more rooms in my house. I mean, we built, our house is a 4x2 house, and it's just my partner and I in it. So we've got the spare room is full of all my diamond painting stuff. So I've got the wardrobes full of diamond paintings hanging, and I've got diamond paintings that I've completed spread all over the bed. And now I've started to take over one of the other rooms, which was supposed to be for my partner. He was going to do it as a rod building room. But I've taken it over because I'm starting to use that to do resin work. So pouring with resin, I turned around and said to him, it's either that or I do it in the garage. If I do it in the garage, my car goes out on the curb, so he doesn't like my car out on the curb, so I turned around and said I'll take over that room. Change your colours. A whole room just dedicated. Well, no, there's a bed there in there. I suppose I might have to show you where I've got stuff. Because I mean, I'm in the office, and then I've got the room where all my diamond paintings are, and now I'm about to take over another room. So that's 3 rooms for all my art and craft stuff. And I'm not an art and crafting person, so it's really funny. My family think I'm weird now. Okay, next colour, 158, onto the W's. It's too quiet. Where's your pup? Bye-bye. Wait for it, Mrs. C. Buddy. Here we go. He was outside. Bo, come here. Come here. Hey, Dion. Can you hear it? He's just a bit confused because I'm talking to myself. Come on. He's just looking at me. Michelle, I'm a 2-bedroom unit and daughter has to move out soon. So I'll be able to have a diamond painting room. Cool. I tell you what, it's good to be able to have everything spread out. You heard him? Bo, come here. Come here. It's he's been outside and what for you guys 93 degrees, so he's a bit warm and slow. I'd say he's been sleeping out in the sun instead of the front room. But he's off, he's going. Oh gosh. Hey, thanks for joining. Is it Dion or Dion? I think I've asked this before. Trouble is my son's name is Dion. Shocking with names. I hate it that I struggle with names. Used to work in HR. It was really beneficial to forget people's names because then your problem children or the staff that you struggle to deal with, you didn't tend to. You try and forget who they are. Dion. So that's okay. Cool. Cool. Thank you. Tracy, you have a room all set up for my diamond painting and adult colouring. Cool. It's good when you've got space to be able to put stuff. You're not competing with anybody else. I mean, we've been in this place for 1.5 years. And you know, we're going to have a rod building room for Nathan and he just hasn't gotten round to do it, so you snooze, you lose, I suppose. But yeah, I've got to get the room set up to do all the epoxy stuff because that's just going to be so much fun. Got a massive mat on the floor because if I drop any resin on the floor I'm going to cry, so because I've got timber floors, so I've got a massive big mat there, so it'll be really good. I turned my dining room into me and my baby girl's craft room. Cool. Had to move out of the smaller room. Not enough space. Oh well. So yeah, I've been looking at the art resin to, as I've shown before with my projects, I've got working on doing the resin for the diamond paintings to see how they go. They're looking good so far. Takes the sparkle out, so if you're going to resin them, if you want to resin them, that you're gonna lose your sparkle, because you're not going to get the light shining on the different facets of the drills. This is every room can be a craft room if you put enough stuff in it. Just saying. Yeah. Yeah. Agree with you there. My partner's got his man cave at the front of the house. The front room's his. Jen's really sorry, I'm starting to pass out. Go watch. Good. Go get some sleep. Sleep is important. Yeah, the resin, yeah. I was going to film, well, I did film some of the start of it, but I used my tablet, and the shoot quality that came out of that recording was bad, so I did it in my garage as well. But what I've got to do is and it's going to be, I've got my desktop computer, I trust it doing the recordings. So if I'm going to do the process of, if I'm going to record the process of doing the epoxy, I've got to basically pick my computer up and take it into the spare room where I'm doing the work. So that'll be fun. I mean, my computer's only one piece, but that's all. So, yeah. Catch you later, Jen. Thank you for dropping by. But yeah, something different. I also have a look at actually doing work with tinting the epoxy, putting colours in it and doing scenery stuff. So liquid art or fluid art, which I've seen a bit of it and gone, oh, I'd like to do that. Okay, have we got any more W's up high? Yep. Watch telling me I need to stand. I've been sitting still for too long. Doesn't my watch tells me, so I've got an Apple Watch that tells me about it's an activity tracker. It says you need to stand for a couple of minutes. It's like, shut up. I'm fine sitting where I am. So is everybody diamond painting, or are you just YouTube watching the live? If you're diamond painting, what are you working on? Would be a good thing to do. So yeah, what are you working on? What's the size? And where did it come from? Mrs. C, I think we know yours comes from Diamond Art Club. I think. What do I need to go and find? I might go and find some tag questions. Rico, Sarah and I'm at 55 by 174. That's a good size. Second Dreamer Designs, 30 by 40 Mystic Tiger. Yep, I'm diamond painting and I'm off to see the wizard from DAC. Diamond painting, posted my whip on Crafters Anon, every moment 30 by 70 welcome friends. So funny, I go onto the Facebook pages and I look at what everybody's posting, and then I forget what people have put up there to show what they're doing. There's some that I see absolutely beautiful. Tracy, custom of my kids from Ever Moment 60 by 80. You've been on that one for a while, haven't you, Tracy? I think. Abra, wolf with pink rose, 40 by 40 from Hey Hugh Fancy Store on AliExpress. Hey Kathy, welcome. New to this channel, the painting you do looks lovely. Thank you. 50 by 70 Panther, this is from Ever Moment, and it is stunning. Diamond painting still, scenery 50 by 75 AliExpress. Cindy at the moment working on Where Light and Dark Meet. Diamond Art Club 52 by 70. Coolios. So we are all doing diamond painting, doing what's good. Hang on, I'm just grabbing a quick coffee. There we go. That'll kick the frog out of my throat for a little bit longer. The essential search on where did I miss a symbol? Okay. Should turn my notifications off. Oh, I like my notifications. You hear something getting delivered on YouTube. I think I'm a tad faster than Dealey. Just saying. Oh, there's another W up there. Another one there. Okay, quite as Moon and Dark Trees from Amazon 30 by 40. Working on Mur de Lis from, hope I pronounce that properly, from DAC 28 by 50. Tracy, yeah, had to take a break with being pain and swelling in my hands. It's not good. Next colour. On to the M's. I didn't make you order that, Cindy B. That's not my fault. Has the rest of you seen the straightening tool? Oh, far out. There it goes. The funniest thing is, though, I was talking about it. So that's this dude here. I was talking about it and I was looking at it. Where was I? I don't know where I was when I was talking about it. But then I've gone and looked it up. So you can actually, there we go. A 3M Boss. I looked it up, and our local hardware store, you can get them from your hardware store. And I don't know if you did you see that make a difference? With squares it's not too bad. It does, and you can see it make a difference. But yeah, and when you plop them down, plop drills down like I do, this actually does, it does make a difference. Michelle's going to Bunnings tomorrow to look for one. And Cindy B's too lazy to go to the hardware store. You're a bit like me, Cindy B. Mine's not too lazy to go. Mine's I don't like leaving the house unless I absolutely have to. Whoop. I've got some trash drills in there. Oh well, it's not really a drill. This is not a drill. So if you're instant gratification person, to get that tool, just go to your hardware store. Otherwise, just AliExpress has had it. My YouTube clip had the link to it, I think. But they called it a diamond painting straightener or a straightening tool, diamond painting fixer tool, and it's actually a paint scraper. So Tracy, go into the painting section and look for paint scrapers. It's got a very fine edge on it. Actually no, it was Michelle, sorry Michelle. Yeah, go into the painting sections and yeah, it's a paint scraper. Oh, look at that, I missed a W. There's always one, at least one. Okay, now it's all quiet in the chat. Everybody's busy drilling. So yeah. So you've been go back to holidays, because I'm always got something to look forward to when it comes to holidays. We are planning a trip through the middle of Western Australia. There's a Gun Barrel Highway and can't even remember what it's called now, but there's some tracks in the middle of Western Australia that go through the centre of WA. We go through Indigenous communities and you need permits to go through certain sections and all of this. So we are on the long wind of planning this massive trip. I've got the maps out and the push pins to mark where we're going, where we want to go. Try out next colour. Hourglass 3842. There's a lot of blues in this. This is really cool. Love the blues. Look at that one. Actually, I think I've got the best lighting here for you guys. Ouch. Can you see that? No, it's not even good lighting. Just got a single one there. Hang on, where are we going? That's just bugging me. Got it. Okay. Gonna ask a question. Am I still streaming here? I can't tell if I'm still streaming. I'm presuming I'd get notified if I stopped streaming, wouldn't I? Ah, thank you, Michelle. Just everybody's busy painting, I presume. Oh good, oh good. Sit here and talk to myself. There we go. Just trying to remember where it is we're going. So we're going up the centre of WA. We will be going to Wyndham, I think, Karratha, Wolf Creek Crater. Has anybody seen the movie Wolf Creek Crater? So that's one place that we're going to. Mrs. C, if you could come to the US, which state would you visit? I don't know. I know I would like to see Seattle. Only because I'm a Grey's Anatomy fan and I'd love to just go to Seattle and see the ferry boats. Where else? I suppose the Grand Canyon, and I don't know whether I want to go to New York or not. I think to me it's really strange, but New York just seems too, I didn't say too crowded, too much of a bustle. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm an open space person, and personal space is a big one, and I think New York's pretty well close. Everyone's close to each other. I don't know. I suppose Vegas, I'd want to see Vegas just for seeing Vegas. Yeah, it's really funny, but it's, I don't know, I'm not being rude, but we'll say that America's not actually on my list yet of places I really have to go, and I don't know why. I can't even put my finger on why it's there. I suppose I semi can. And I know I hear you guys talk about the fact that you have guns, and they terrify the hell out of me. So yeah, that's one of the things that I'm very wary of, and you know, and I know you don't see it, but it's still that side of things that I just don't want to see. I struggle going to airports where you've got guys walking around, guards walking around with their weapons showing, and that's like, yeah. Okay. Cindy B's never been to North Dakota. And Mrs. Crochet is saying it's not bad in the summer. Hey Ramblin' Rose, how you doing? It's not bad in the summer. How long is summer for you there, Mrs. C? Do you get a month of summer or something like that? The missing drill, the one where you put it down and you don't pick it up. I know where I would actually, yeah, where I'd like to go. I'd like to go to Laura Law's place and go swimming in her swimming pool. That looks really cool. Really cool. And oh, that's something. You, Mrs. C, you gave Ginger a bit of a nudge the other night when she did her live mask challenge. Thank you very much, Lee, for that. Where are we going? There. Yes, I remembered. I'm contemplating doing what Dealey did and get the big lips and the goggles and try and do it the way she did it, where she's managed to hide most of her face. And then the question is, do I actually do the charcoal one, or do I do the easy one that you guys seem to be doing, which doesn't seem to be I think the charcoal masks are the ones that sting, by the sound of it. Just watching everybody else, it's the charcoal ones seem to be hurting more than any of the others. So I'm trying to work out whether I go charcoal or whether I go a different one, or I do charcoal on one side and different one on the other. And do a two-toned face mask. Mr. Coffee said about doing it. You got to do it with the charcoal. I do believe it's the charcoal that hurts. I'm just wondering whether I do the get the nair out first to get the little fuzz off the cheeks. I like it. I did Forgotten Memories, but it was blurry, and then compensated, and they compensated me. This one had one blurry symbol. They have good. Well, it's good to hear you got some good customer service there, Dion. I couldn't say I staying out of that one. I couldn't purchase because I'm in Australia, so I stayed right out of that one. Just as well. Come on. Where is it? There. You do it again with charcoal. Well, wait until you're wait until you get nominated again, then do it with charcoal then. Hey Viv, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Ella, I think she watches your channel. The struggle is real in her. She said in the struggle is real in the last channel. Oh, last one. Cool. That'll be interesting, Ella doing one. I can imagine her cursing. If it hurts, I can imagine her cursing, but I don't think it'd hurt her. It should be really cool to see, do it. I was emailing Brandon, come to find out he's the CEO, so I got lucky, I guess. Yeah, you did get lucky, by the sound of it. I'm glad you're having a good experience with Dion. Yeah. Yeah. For those that are having the good experience, I'm really happy you guys are. Yeah. I can't try it, so I can't give my opinion. But by the sound of it, it was no big loss, but yeah, that's only by the sound of it. Okay. Yeah, he's the owner. Okay. Oh, sorry, Viv. I haven't responded because I'm a chicken. Because I'm a chicken? I don't know. It took me 3 goes to go out to a spotlight the other day, Viv, so apart from, as I was saying earlier, work and shopping, I struggle to get it to leave the house. Unless it's going on a big trip away from everything, yeah. Which is really stupid. Alright, can send you my... No, Cindy B, I'll be fine. I don't want to make any comments or judgment on those at all. But if you want to give yours away, it's not sounding like it's a good thing. I will say I sat back and watched before all the unboxings, right? So before they even opened. Sorry, Mrs. C, I think by the next shipment they will have symbols fixed. Honestly, I think it was just a hiccup. Mrs. Coffee, I watched it was one of the latest two. Okay, Viv, yeah, chicken, sorry Viv. For anybody that hasn't seen it, I'm supposed to email Viv and organise to do a catch up because she only lives about 10 minutes away from me. And I keep saying I'll email you and we'll do a catch up, and I'm struggling with that. So I will, Viv, I will email you. I will, I promise. Michelle, I had to get a refund today for my DSC. My package got lots in the mail. Cindy B, I wasn't impressed with my Rainbow Falls, but the other one, Never Saw Golden Gate Bridge, might be better. Just don't have the motivation for it right now. It's at the bottom of your stash, yeah. Well, sitting back from my perspective, okay, so this is where I sat watching where, okay, I can't get a diamond painting from them, but you see how they did all the big hype about the diamond painting. And they got all the YouTubers out there, the bigger YouTubers out there, to be ambassadors so they could put it out there for people to see. And all their, for what I saw, most of their advertising was done by the ambassadors. And by that I mean they had a brilliant marketing plan. You know, their marketing plan was to get you guys to market their product. So therefore, their cost on marketing would have been so low. I don't know whether it was advertised on Facebook by them, like you see the other ads on Facebook for the other diamond paintings. But for what I can tell, there wasn't much of them doing paid advertising. It was you guys that did the advertising on your YouTube clips and all your chatting about this big excitement, and then they pumped it up so big. But you guys did their advertising. Brilliant marketing plan, get everybody else to talk about it. And then their cost on advertising would have been significantly reduced because of how they did that. You know, I don't know how many ads were out there from Dreamer Designs that wasn't on their own Facebook page, but yeah, that's why it was such a big deal when problems arose. Yeah, they relied on everybody else to make comments and to present their product, but they weren't ready for people that were presenting their product to give the hard truths about what they saw. Yeah, Viv, I saw, yeah, but then they also shut down some of their ambassadors, yeah. So that in itself is not good. But can you imagine if their canvases, if they had have tested their canvases and done the right thing, by their ambassadors, they'd be sitting pretty. You know, they'd be going, okay, yeah, we stuffed up, and then fixing the problems and not ignoring them. And then they'd be, you know, all the ambassadors would be going, well, yes, we had problems, look, they fixed it. But because they put their heads in the sand, I think that's done their own damage by the sound of it. Oh yeah. I felt bad that after my review, over half the ambassadors left the position. Don't feel bad, Mrs. C. I know I saw some where it was like they were quite interesting to see. You could see where they were coming from. I will say I watched Spasmodic Arts post review, and I'll tell you what, for her to come out and say what she did was brilliant. And the biggest thing is, she herself said the hype and the excitement to get a diamond painting, and you know, and to be included, it was that hype that stopped people, that helped people overlook stuff, and it was all about the hype. They should have asked ambassadors to test their kits off camera first and rectify the problems before they had them broadcast them. Less embarrassing for everyone. Cindy B, agree. I wasn't impressed with DAC when they started, but they have steadily made improvements and I love them now. Cool. I still haven't bought a DAC. Get me one that I like, and I probably will spend the money on it. I mean, I'm not afraid to spend money on diamond art paintings. You've got to give me something I really like to be able to spend money on it. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If their customer service had been better and people not getting the runaround, I think they'd be in a better position. But they shot themselves in the foot. They should have said to the ambassadors, here's diamond paintings, do them, tell us what you think, and then we'll set a release date. I mean, companies I work for, when they have changes to systems that can make a big impact, they have a go, no-go date. You know, you do all your testing and you have a tentative date to go live with something, and you do your final lot of testing, and it's that final testing which would have been you guys as ambassadors. That would have been their decision to whether they go live or not with the you know, if you guys had looked at them and said, nah, these are shit, this is your issues, they could have resolved the issue and then gone live, suspended their going live. But yeah, shipping, Viv, yeah, shipping too expensive for us. Yeah, Viv, if it was a diamond painting that I really liked, I would ignore the shipping. I've done that before. The shipping, if it's something I liked, I get it. You know, but I'm not going to buy something that I'm not going to spend exorbitant, exorbitant prices for huge prices plus shipping on something that I just don't go, I have to have. If I come across something and go, I have to have it on Diamond Art Club, I'll order it and hang the expense of the freight. But then I'm in a position where I can do that. You know, there's one diamond painting that I brought that was ridiculously overpriced plus freight, and I brought it just to find out what it was like, because I was impressed with the thought of the type of canvas it was. You know, it wasn't one that, the picture wasn't what I wanted, but I did like the canvas, the idea of the canvas, so, and that's why I did it, but not again. So who we got? Who's joined us? Jennifer Jones is in the house. Morning, Jennifer. Afternoon here, but good morning. Huggles, Mrs. Coffee Wood. Jennifer Jones, I'm absolutely fan-bloody-tastic. How's that? It's now Monday afternoon. I'm diamond painting and I'm talking to you guys. What could be better? Couldn't get much better than that. This symbol I'm doing, I love this symbol. You guys, I love it. The U-turn. It's so cool. Because it reminds me of the joke I had stirred somebody up about, that guy I work with, and it's a bit crude. Guy I work with, he had his hair cut and it was so short it was prickly, and I turned around and I said to him, how are you going to do U-turns with your hair so short? And he's like, what do you mean? I said, well, the sheets, your hair will get stuck on the sheets. You should have seen the look on the guy's face. It was priceless. Okay. Okay, sorry. I have Blue Zion from DAC. It's absolutely stunning. On waitlist for Nefertiri. Jennifer Jones. Yeah, they still claim they still don't have issues, but a few canvases were defective. They would have been open and just honest up front. It wouldn't have been so bad. Yeah. No, Viv. My day shift starts on Wednesday, so I've got Wednesday, Thursday day shift, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night shift. So yeah, no work for another couple of days. I changed crews as well, so I'll work with a different crew, different team. Getting qualified for another section of the rail, which is really good, really cool. I think I get tested this week. Ladies up having a party without me. Sorry, Jennifer Jones. Yeah, Mrs. C. Hopefully they learn from their first round. Us in Australia, we'll sit back and watch and wait until they get it all good, and then they might then start shipping to Australia, and we'll buy and see what we think. But I don't like this. Oh, let's put it out there. They're 40 by 50s. Yeah, I'm not. I like my big ones, and they're still not. You know, a 30 by 40 is done pretty quickly with me. So 40 by 50, a little bit bigger, but too much pixelation. So who's got the coffee? Oh, I got coffee. It's taken me a while to drink it. It's nearly iced coffee because we've been online for nearly 1.5 hours. Where did that time go? Gee, it goes fast, doesn't it? You got the cookies. Viv's got the coffee. Mrs. C's got the cookies. The cheesecake's up online if you want to see. Hey, that cheesecake, Mrs. C, when you watch it, it's, if you don't put the chocolate ripple biscuits in it, there's no chocolate in it at all, and you'd be able to eat it without any issues, unless you're diabetic turtle. I'll be buying from them again in June and July, see if things got better. Okay. Thanks, now I need coffee and cookies. LOL, be right back. Viv, didn't check my phone, so I didn't know you left. Yeah, sorry, Viv. I got the Tim Tams. Michelle, Tim Tam Slam there. I was like, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, did you do for 7 hours? Huh. Diabetic turtles shouldn't have cookies. What are Tim Tams? Oh, Tim Tams, chocolate. They're I think you guys can get them on Amazon. So they are not that you'd be able to eat that. There's too much chocolate for you, Mrs. C. It's a chocolate biscuit. So you've got, is it 2 or 3 layers of biscuit with? I think it's only 2 layers of biscuit with. No, 3 layers of biscuit with the chocolate coating all the way around and chocolate filling in between. So it's, you know, 200% chocolate, if that makes any sense. And then the Tim Tam Slam is where you bite the corner diagonally, so you've got one end you've got on one corner, one end you've got the other corner bitten out. You stick it in your hot chocolate or in your coffee or in your tea and suck the hot drink through the biscuit, and so you get your drink and Tim Tam all at the same time. Jennifer Jones, no, Mrs. Coffee, don't think about it, woman. Oh, come on, I like chocolate. It's like being allergic to diamond paste. Well, I think you can get Tim Tams off Amazon, Mrs. C. Oh, there we go. That's something I could probably do, is a Tim Tam Slam online for you. Record a Tim Tam Slam. Hang on, note to self, Tim Tam Slam to do online. It does. It is really delicious. Really yummy. But we have, so that you get the standard chocolate ones, but now there's all sorts of Tim Tam biscuits, all the different flavours. Chewy caramel, white choc. What else is there? There is so many, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, Viv, I will do a Tim Tam Slam. I'll do a recording of a Tim Tam Slam. How about that? Put it in my baking section. Jennifer Jones, I have something for you to look at. Mrs. Coffee, it's the chocolate biscuit I sent to Wendy. Record a Tim Tam Slam, then call Viv. I have Malaysian friends who, when she comes over here, will fill up a suitcase full of Tim Tams. Yeah, when we have job I used to work at, when we had people coming from overseas, we would put Tim Tams on the meeting rooms, you know, on our tables, and then we'd give them a massive box of them to take back with them, because there's nothing like them. Nothing like them. So there we go, there's a Tim Tam Slam. Rightio, back, Abra. You have cookies and coffee to console yourself as I pick off all those drills that I placed in. Did you put them in the wrong colour? Well, you know, hands up, I've already done that today, so you're in good company there, Abra. Or am I in good company? Tell you what, it's pretty quiet around here. My dog's being very quiet. Oh, what's going on? It's too hot for him, I suppose. Ploughing through to get these colours. That's it. The U-turns are done. No, they're not. Found another one. Cindy B is now off to order Tim Tams. Good girl. Good, good. Viv, we couldn't do that here in Western Australia, bringing food, can we? Viv, yes, we can. You declare Australia's Western Australian quarantine rules are so strict, whereby foods from even the eastern states of Australia, some of it isn't allowed into our state. But if it is packaged food, next symbol, I'm onto the 5s now. Packaged foods you generally do get away with. It's just some of the foods that are from overseas we can't bring in. There's certain dairy and meat products we can't bring in. But yeah, when you have packaged foods, I've taken food out with me and brought it back in and declared it, and they've gone, yeah, no, you're fine with that. The biggest thing, if you're going to come to Australia, the biggest thing you can do, the best thing you can do is declare that you've got this, that and the other. Yeah, he is too quiet. I don't know what's going on today. I think it might be because Nathan and I have both been home for the last 3 days. So he's been actively running between the front of the house to the back of the house, keeping an eye on us both. Okie dokie. That's that one done. Yeah, start with the original. Like our bananas, don't think can go to W. No, we can. Oh, no fruit. You're not allowed to actually carry in any form of fruit from anywhere. We protect our fruit growing, our fruit industry pretty firmly. It's bad enough that Queenslanders and their cane toads that are starting to come across the top end. Shell, thank you for lurking. Always happy for lurkers. I tend to lurk quite a bit. So thanks for joining us. Working and lurking, yeah. Yeah, Australia's got really strict quarantine laws, and it's really good. We don't have a lot of issues with pests and that. We do well to keep them out. Next, on to the next one, the C's. Yeah, Viv's, yeah. Some of the cane toads hitchhike on the trucks, yeah. They're starting to come over, Viv, aren't they? So we've got a few pests that we strive to keep out, which is on the east coast of Australia, one of them being the cane toad. We also, down Esperance Way, they have starlings. So starlings are actually classed as a pest in our agricultural industry. So even that, when they start seeing starlings, the Department of Agriculture gets out there, sets traps and eradicates the starlings when they come across. Yeah, I reckon in a way it's funny when we watch the border security stuff where people coming in from other countries are bringing stuff in and they can't understand why why our government doesn't let so much in, and it's because our food industry, we're an island, our food industry is so important to us. Oh yeah. Cane toads. Come on, I just want one. There we go. I can get them by Wednesday. Okay, Cindy B. So who's live is on Wednesday. We want to hear from you about how good it was. Cane toad's an ugly look frog that my dog likes to lick and get high from, but can kill it. Yeah, so cane toads have a bit of a poison to them. They're toxic. Were they introduced for the mice in the, is it the mice in the cane? They were introduced so that they would, or was it the snakes? I don't know what it was. They were introduced into Queensland so that other pests would eat them and die, basically. But some dogs have discovered that if they lick a cane toad, they get high off the toxins, and it's can actually kill the poor dogs. Oh, snakes. Yep. Because what they used to do for harvesting, wasn't it what they used to do for harvesting? They used to burn the cane just to burn out the snakes and the mice and get them all out so that they could harvest. Obviously that was all before they got machinery. This is all back when they were doing everything by hand. So what do we got going on? And foam at the mouth, Michelle. Yeah. Yeah, really. That's yeah, that's cane toads. What they dogs love them, apparently. Apparently they make funny sounds when you hit them with cricket bats, baseballs and cars. You actually over in Queensland and that, it used to be a thing where people used to go out and chase, well I think you still do chase them and capture them, and you put them down in a more in a better way is probably the best way to put it. Okay, now they're just a pest. Yeah, Tracy. Viv, they breed like rabbits too, yeah. Oh, Michelle, I didn't know they burnt the cane for different qualities of sugar. Cool. Cool. I make funny noises when you hit me too. Yeah, I think we all make funny noises. Golf club too, Michelle. I haven't seen a cane toad. I've seen someone we nicknamed cane toad, but I've not seen a cane toad. My partner is from Sydney, but he's got a place in Townsville, so he's seen a lot of cane toads, and he tells me stories about them. They still burn the cane up in Bundaberg to use to hate the black ash that came from it. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know they did it to change the type of sugar that they harvested. That's cool. That's interesting. Well, I'm a second last symbol here. Ploughing along. Michelle, meant to put them in a plastic bag and put them in the freezer. Yeah, that puts them into a hibernation or something, and then they just die because it's so cold. Is that correct? Thanks, Cheryl. Hello, welcome. I don't think I saw you come in. Yeah, I'm a cat person. Never thought I would ever end up liking all the cat stuff, but I love it. They're beautiful. Plowing through. I'm nearly there. When I finish this section, I'm going to get off. We've been, well, we've been an hour and 40 minutes. That's not bad time. Okay, so Kathy, this is Ever Moment 50 by 70 with 36 colours in it. So there's actually not a lot of different colours in it, so there won't be too much confetti. But yeah, I mean, the eyes that do it for me. Look at his eyes. Cool. It's all about the eyes. Okay, Cheryl, you prepping a tiger? Okay, I want to see that. G'day, Cheryl. Can you hear that? I don't know if you heard that. My cat just he's making a funny sound. Oh, I know what he's doing now. My cat's not well. I'm gonna have to clean up. Bugger. Oh, hang on a sec. Sorry, guys. Come on, Boots. You're gonna have to go outside, mate. Come on, buddy. Come on, out you go. I should have known, sorry. Okay, so that sound was my cat. Oh, there's my dog. That my cat gets fur balls. Well, he's 13, 14-year-old. So I think it's fur balls. He gets there and he starts that meowing, that moaning, which you just heard. Which if I get to him quick enough, I'm able to pick him up, put him outside, and then I don't have to worry about cleaning up after him. So it was like, okay, he needed to be, yep. So yeah, definitely was a sound when he was about to be sick. He's old. He is getting old. Oh. I think I'm the only one that doesn't like pets. What's wrong with Pop? Yeah, no, it's a cat. Excuse me. Sounded like a little child. Cat just chucked. Yeah. That means there's no fur on your projects, Dion. Yeah. Thought it was a child. No children here. I'm beyond that. So cats. That's what the cat sounds like when they get sick. Never heard it before. My daughter has cats. I never had them. He is, yeah, 13, 12, 13. He's old. And yeah, I think he just doesn't deal with it well, poor thing. I keep offering to put him under the fruit tree, but my partner won't let me. He's like, let him live out his days. It's like, well, I don't like it when he's not well, and I'm struggling with him not being well. So on the final stretch of this colour, okay. So I'm nearly there. Yeah, that sound, I tend to know what that sound is. But I don't normally see him during the day. He normally sits, he's got a couple of nice little hidey holes. I don't see him. He only turns up at about 4:15 telling me it's time to feed him. Right. If you've had dogs, not cats. I've had both. Best cat I had was a Manx, so he was a black Manx, you know, the cat with no tail. And he used to look like a bear. It was really cool. Mr. 9. You would think when you're down to so few colours, you wouldn't miss any symbols. Nearly there. Woohoo! Hi. So, for those Insomniac diamond painters, I'm going to finish up here. For those non-Insomniac diamond painters, go check out my channel and watch me with my baked caramel cheesecake, and hope you enjoy watching that. The recipe is in the description, and it is also at the very back of the clip. So let's see, I'll see if I can zoom you out. Just gonna pick this up. Hang on, I need to move that lamp. So I've got a lot to do on him. Lots to do on him. And I think because of the size of him, he's going to be cool. Okay. Shell. What is colour blocking confetti? It sounds contradictory. Poor cat is not that old. The one I had before, the current one, is waiting for me to give permission to go. She was 27 and still active right up to there. Wow. Hell, the sound of that just made me gain 100 pounds. Stop talking about it, get me there so I can taste it. It's a lot of blocks of colour, but in spots like confetti. Hey Sherry, how you doing? I'm about to head off. Sorry. So yeah, I've got, so this is, I have a scissor boom so I can really bring this up. So I have done that small section. I did one square in the centre. And I've got lots of it to go, lots of it to go. This one's going to take me a little bit of time in between all my projects. So I'm going to finish off here. Thank you for joining me. I've got a massive 6 people in my chat now. Cool, cool. So yeah, thank you for joining me. I really appreciated it, that you jumped in and the chats. Hopefully you'll enjoy the cake, and I will leave you there to enjoy looking at the cake. Till next time, bye.